didn't end up downsizing, and she wouldn't. I tried to sell it back to her to profit, but she wouldn't go for it.
Of course you would.
But
So let me ask you
no,
something. In 2008, when you got into the market, how awesome was the market at that time?
it was great. Everybody kept asking us, what do you mean you both went into real estate? Do you get the newspaper? Can you read? Do you watch TV? This is not the time to do that. And we knew it was a tough market, but we were okay financially. And we also knew that, I know from being in business pretty much since I was 16 that, the hard market will help you develop the right tools and the right habits to be successful. The market doesn't really matter.
So tell us how you did. You got in the business in 2008 with Darcy, and then what happened?
Well, in the beginning, we really started kind of into 2009 is really when we launched. And the first 6 months, it was tough, just plugging away and not much happened. And I was just like, I've never sucked at something so badly in my entire life. And then second half of the year it started, they just kept saying, do the things you're doing, keep doing it. Second half of the year, we closed, I don't know, like 14 sales or something, which I wasn't really happy about myself, but looking at what was going on in the local MLS, we weren't doing so badly. So we just took off from there, working as a team, two very different skill sets, completely different people all together. So really, we always laugh. We're like, together we make one really great realtor.
So you said it took about 6 months for you to get that kind of little bit of oomph or momentum to get your business growing. And then from that 6-month point, you got 14 houses closed under contract
by the end of the year. Yeah.
Wow. That's really good, Dan. I mean, for your first year and really 6 months of it, the learning curve. How many of us on here took at least 6 months for a learning curve into real estate? Right. So, I think that's pretty amazing. Some of us are just getting started. So, listen up. We're going to have some more golden nuggets here. So Dan, after that, what happened and what led you into leadership?
I got tricked into leadership, actually. Kathleen asked me to do the recruit select process with her because she knew my background. I had already worked as a leader in the insurance business, recruiter, running the region and all that. And so she asked me if I would interview. And I said I really wasn't interested, but out of respect for her, because I really care about her a lot, and she was good to me. We had a great relationship. She said, well, at least can you go through this process so I can practice it? Because, when they launched, her husband was the default team leader, did a great job, but it really wasn't where he wanted to be. And during that process, I kind of had a little self-realization. And I used to say in the insurance business, and I thought it was just a joke, but I'm like, send me a broken. And there's nothing I enjoyed more than taking someone who is struggling and maybe even worried about losing their home and, just really in a financial mess. But if they put in the work, I'd give them all the time it took to help them be successful. And what I realized is that's what made me proud and happy in business. I knew I'd be fine. I knew I'd always, the money follows. I'm not worried about that. So after that, I was like, geez, maybe I really do want to do this. So that was it. I got tricked and I did it for over 5 years.
The hook into real estate. Just let me try it on you. Yes. You did an amazing job as a team leader in the Cape Cod Market Center. I know because you and I were team leaders together during that same time. And, I always looked up to your leadership style and how you always came from contribution, and that poured into your leadership. And then ultimately you deciding to step back from leadership, getting back into the team atmosphere. So tell us how that went.
Well, yeah, the team leader job is a challenging job. And I felt like, I'd kind of gone where I wanted to go in that. And, really was looking for a little more freedom of my schedule, or at least when I'm off, I want to be able to go. I like to travel a lot, and I want to invest in real estate in different, like resort markets, if you will. And so Darcy and I started working together. Dan started doing very well. And shortly thereafter realized that we needed an admin. So I don't know if anybody knows Brindley Tucker and her company, that they recruit admins and put them through the whole career visioning process. And so we hired her, and the second young lady to answer that ad answered a blind ad, didn't tell her anything about the job, the industry, the money, or anything. And the woman started talking about, systems, models, culture, career opportunity, growth, fast-paced environment. The girl said, wow, this has sounded a lot like Keller Williams. And the woman said, how did you know that? So my parents worked for Keller Williams. So I know many of you know this story, but the ones that don't, if you hear about some knucklehead that paid $6,000 to recruit his kid, that was me. My oldest daughter answered a blind ad, and she has once again been a blessing in our lives because she is amazing.
I see Alessa laughing because I think she's in the same exact boat currently with her hiring process. But yeah, so Dan, you hired your own daughter to be your admin. And then how is your business doing now? And you spoke about investment opportunities. Can I get there after you answer this question?
Yeah, it's
right,
business is going well. Anything it's not doing is all on me. I'm the weak link in this chain. I'll tell you. I surrounded myself with awesome people, and we're doing well. We did about before adjusted volume, because I do a lot of referrals, so that adjusts down a bit. But we did about 20 million last year.
That's awesome.
We're enjoying it.
So what is your biggest lesson in your journey so far, from 2008 as an agent in a team to leadership to back into growing your team? What is the biggest like piece of advice or learning opportunity you could share with everybody?
I've said this one for years too. The system reigns supreme. Don't reinvent the wheel. I've lost so many days, months, and hours, and so much money trying to reinvent the wheel, even though I knew better. And it's just all the systems are here, especially in Keller Williams. Follow the systems. Find out where your strength is too, based on your disc. You could ask me to call, to cold call all day long. It's probably not happening, but put me in a room with people. I'm going to make some friends. I'm going to find out who I can help. And then in return, they'll want to help me.
Love that. So what you're saying is this book right here doesn't lie?
Yeah, no, the guy knows a thing or two.
So what's in here works.
Oh, yeah.
Got it. Okay. All right. Understood. I hope everybody wrote that one down. Okay. So Dan, tell me, you got out of the team leader role, started diving into your team's doing phenomenal, and you started becoming an investor. Now, I know of one of your properties up in New Hampshire. I think you might have mentioned that you now have two. How did that come about and why?
It was just an area we loved. So we go up, we had a motorhome years ago when we had, when the kids were smaller. So we'd go up there a lot. We just love it up there. It's kind of one of our happy places. And, we were looking around and saw some different properties. So we decided to invest up there. And then we, figured we'll get a place we love and then Airbnb it to supplement the income. And we settled on Jackson. I didn't want the place in Jackson because I saw it as a giant project too far from home. It's an old farmhouse that was kind of running into pretty bad disrepair. And Darcy fell in love with it. It went under, fell apart in inspection. Our realtor up there, Elizabeth, who's with KW up in North Conway, she called and set the hook. Hey, Darcy, that property you love is available again. And we went and looked at it. Luckily, Darcy's brother does a lot of drywall work, and he made it sound a lot easier than it was. And I was going to be able to just leave him there to do it. So we were in. It's been great. It's more than paying for itself. Family, friends, we're all up there a lot. So it's great.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask. Like, why did you decide to get into investing, and what has that done for you and your family?
Well, I'm, believe it or not, I'll be 60 in November. So, yeah, right. And it was just, little behind on the investment curve. And I just knew I got to invest in what I know. And I know real estate. And I've got a background in construction. I grew up swinging a hammer. So, I like to buy the train wrecks. I like to buy the ones everybody else is afraid of. So I'd rather, if I can buy the worst house in a good area, that's my MO.
So is that a piece of advice you would share with everybody? Get in the investment game as quickly as you can.
Gotcha. Yeah. And people say, oh, you can't really buy investments this year. We're on our third, going to close our third soon for this year. The last one is an office condo for ourselves. So that we'll use, but we bought 2 investment properties this year.
That's awesome. And you know what is that doing for your family? I would assume it's building wealth, passive income, anything else? Maybe a place to stay for vacations? Well,
it does provide us great vacation prospects, but It does. It's a place up there. It's just a place. The house is a place where we all come together. I love it when my, my daughters are adults, but I love it when we're all together, and anybody else that wants to visit. The place is made to have friends and family around. So we love that. And then the investment opportunity is like I'm not getting huge turnover or huge returns on my cash on cash basis right yet, but I've built, I don't know, like
You're in it for the long game, right?
say a number, I don't know, like a lot. The equity I've built over the last 4 years is much more than the average person has made. And if the market goes south, I'm not over leveraged. I've got more than 50% equity in each one of them because my repairs, I do cash, and I do a lot of them myself.
That's awesome, Dan. Okay, well, we're gonna move on to the next portion of our call. And I don't know if this is your first time on the call, but stick with us. I do have one last question before we go to our content piece. You said that you had an agent in North Conway. How did you find that agent?
We went up there and looked around, and I had made a couple of calls, and so she was referred to me.
She was referred to you by another Keller Williams person? So
From
that
an agent
happened?
up there.
Wait, that happens in this region?
It does indeed.
Oh, all right. I just wanted to make sure
Yeah.
that still happens. Okay.
Yeah, and if she's on this call, she'd be the first to tell you we've referred. I mean, not even just the referrals I've sent her; it's the people I've connected her with. When other people call, I get calls from people from all over that, hey Dan, who do you know in this area? So it's almost like I've become my own little referral system. And if I do that, I just pair the other two agents and step out of it. I'm not looking to take a piece of anything. I'm just like, I connect a good agent with a good agent, and she's like well over a dozen sales in the last 4 years from us.
Well, we didn't get into this piece and we don't have time today. Yeah, I do know that you have a great system on getting referrals for yourself and your team. I know I am the recipient of some surprise and delight gifts that you send my way, like koozies and chocolates and all kinds of stuff with your logo on it. And you have really done a great job with that. And I'd love to share that with the group at some point. So will you come back on another time? Promise?
Yes.
You promise? All right, Dan, we're going to get into the content. Guys, Dan, would you put your contact information in the chat? Like, your email and
Sure.
And all that good stuff, because I'm sure someone's going to have a question for you on this amazing journey that you've had since 2008, building your passive income, your commissions, all of it. So, okay. All right. You ready for our content portion, Cassie? Cassie?
She's there.
Roll that beautiful footage. Okay, here we go. Brooke, why don't you start us off here?
You got it. So you guys know how much I love Outfront. And this week, check out articles from Outfront on 4 ways to build a bigger sphere in 2022. You know I'm all about sphere, all about not having to pay for a lead unless you want to build that way. So check it out because they've got really cool articles on that. And if you are not subscribed, a big box is going to pop up when you go there for the first time asking you, go ahead and put your email in. You will not be disappointed by the things that Outfront sends you. And many of it can be client facing on your Facebook as well.
All right, question. How many of you would be okay adding 4 ways to build your sphere this year? Put it in the chat. Are you okay with adding 4 ways, or do you have enough? I just need to know in the chat. Okay, so Mindy, you're on it, right? 4 ways to build your sphere. Thank you. Okay. Oh, there is just a little, I think I'm on delay. I think that's what it is. I'm on delay.
I think you have you have a slight delay.
Slight delay. All right. All right, Cassie, what's next? As we see lots of people who say they could add 4 more ways. Well, we're going to talk about on your Tuesday post, we're going to talk about the difference between, is this the one, the difference between a home equity loan and a home equity line of credit, right? So it's a little bit of a difference. It says, although you may have no interest in purchasing or selling any real estate this year, has equity ever crossed your mind? Now, I'm going to let you guys read the rest of this as I comment. If you're on the Pivot Shift Ahead calls in the morning, they've been talking about this and giving a phenomenal script to either text out or call your sphere with about equity. People are curious about what equity they have in their home right now. So this is a great post to make sure you put it out there to your world in every avenue you can. Guys, steal this from us. It's a really good one. All right, what else do we got?
And just make sure you update your phone number. I know a lot of you just go and you copy and paste, but please, please, please. I mean, we put it in red, we put it big. But yeah, let's remember that.
Yeah, so if it says your phone number, that means you actually have to just type in your number. That's all. All
Yes.
right, go ahead.
HELOC. So I love this one because we say this a lot and we're like, what does it actually mean? So a HELOC is a home equity line of credit, also known as a HELOC, is a line of credit secured by your home that gives you a revolving credit line to use for large expenses or to consolidate higher interest rate debt on other loans, such as credit cards. HELOCs often have a lower interest rate than some other common types of loans, and the interest may be tax deductible. So I love that because, guys, you're helping your clients. You're not just asking them to buy, sell, refer, invest, right? This is something that can help them.
Absolutely. So I have a couple of questions in the chat saying, how do we steal it? Well, guess what, guys? We're going to give you everything, every call we have. If you are on the Zoom with us, we're now streaming live, by the way, in our group, because we have quite a few of you that don't come on the Zoom yet are on our Facebook page. Yeah, if you are in the Zoom, you're going to get it by the end of the call today. You're going to have every resource we are sharing with you today to steal it and use it. And by the way, if you're in our Facebook group, you could go back to any week we've done. We've done this since March 1st of 2021. So there's so much content in there for you guys. Never make it up yourself. It's all done there for you. Dan said it, don't recreate the wheel, guys. The wheel is done for you and it's rolling pretty fast. All right, let's keep going, Cassie. So this is one of our favorites. It's a this or a that, and this is on Thursdays. That's easy to say a lot, right, Brooke? You can say that
this or that Thursdays.
So how many of you know anybody who has done a reno project in the last 2 years? Put it in the comment section. I'm going to say me because I did. I finished my basement. Why? Because of COVID. Why? Because I needed more space to get my daughter, my 3-year-old's toys out of my living room. How many of you also did that? There's a lot of your friends and family and Facebook acquaintances that have done the same. Throw this out there, start the dialogue, and you'll see where it goes. Brooke, where could this go? Like, how could this go into a conversation about buying or selling a house?
Oh, I love this. Is one, you've got a post above it that can help you, right? You've got the HELOC or getting them set up, or maybe they don't want to go through all the work of a reno and they just want to sell and get something else.
Well, maybe they can't find a contractor to do it.
Right.
Maybe they don't have the actual space to do what they need to do, but they have the equity to go sell their house and buy a new one. So guys, help them out. Help them with these graphics. Okay, is that it? Or I think that's it for this week, right?
Wait, which would you want though? Would you want a new kitchen or a backyard oasis?
Well, this is like a sore subject. I'm glad my husband is not on this call. I 1000%, Erica, what do I want?
Backyard.
I want a pool.
You do?
And
We try hard for you. Every time I'm there, I ask for one.
It's not easy. So I'm going to need some help with that one. Finished. Yes. Pool house. I'm in for that. Anyone else who wants a new kitchen? Anyone? You do?
I could use.
Well, you're getting a stove today, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm going to get my stove finally.
Start. Yeah. All right. So you want to give some stuff away?
I do. Cassie, what are we giving away today?
All right, we have 2 things going out to our winner today. So we are sending out a book, Emotional Intelligence 2.0.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I just see someone saying, I want a house. We're 88 people on here. We're ready to help you. We know some people. We could help you, Vivian. Where are you? We got you. All right, sorry, go ahead.
Andover, we got you. We'll find it.
So I can't give away a house today. That's not on the list of giveaways. I apologize. But we can do a book for emotional intelligence, and we have our solar charger that we're going to give away to a brand new to the region. So super fun. And yeah, that's it. That's what we're giving away today.
I approve of the charger. You need this.
Yeah. And if anybody's going to family reunion, how many of you are going to family reunion on this call?
Put in the chat if you are.
Dan, yes. Who else? I saw Seth is going. Who else? All right. Keep it going. I want to see who else is going. If you guys want to meet up while we're in family reunion, put your email in there, because we're going to send you a fun little event that we're having. that you will not want to miss. You will not want to miss it. I will tell you that. All right. Keep throwing them in. And if you haven't decided yet, today's the day to really look at it and decide. It's going to be an amazing event. They're putting every safety caution in front of us to make sure it is a safe event for all purposes. So if you are thinking about it, go into what's the website, Brooke? Is it familyreunion.com? Is it?
Cassie popped it up for us.
Oh, see that? There it is,
Yep.
right
You
there.
can click to reserve your spot and you can choose to come in person or digitally if you haven't gotten a ticket yet.
All right. All right. So Dan, this is the time of the call that we give away cool stuff to anybody who is still on the call. You have to be on the call to win. And you have to submit the form to win. So usually I see that this little gold thing behind me, it's a ball pit that we haven't used in about 6 months. We will get back there eventually. But right now, Cassie is using a digital, what do you call that thing? Spinner?
Random number generator, is that I think what
Random number generator
the
thingy.
technical term?
Yeah, randomizer.
So random number 264 going out to someone out of our KW Elite office on the call today, Seth Stolman.
Seth, I see you. I'm gonna.
Yay.
There you are.
Hi, Cassie. Hi,
Hey,
Jennifer.
Seth, I think I saw
Hi.
you were one of the person that raised your hand that you're going to family reunion too.
I am. I'm going to Orlando.
All right, you better meet us. You better come say hi and come meet us live because Brooke and I are like, we need to meet people live. I was up, anybody from the main market center here? If you are, put it in the chat. I went to come visit you guys last week for your awards. It was so much fun and it was such a great group. It was so nice to be in person. It was just so nice to see people instead of on a digital screen. But don't get me wrong, this is fun. This is fun, right, Brooke?
This is my favorite part of every week that we do.
Kelly, were you there? Were you at the award show? Did I see you? I see Kelly was from Maine, so maybe, no? All right.
I think I'm
Okay,
getting
well,
a nod
Seth.
yes over here.
All right, so Seth, congratulations. How many growth calls have you been on?
Not too many, maybe 4 or 5.
Okay, so you're gonna get your friends and you're gonna come on every week now, right?
Yes,
No pressure.
absolutely.
Well, our number is rising. We've had up to 88 on today. I'm excited that you guys are spreading the word for us. We are delivering great content. And as you guys heard, we are interviewing some amazing leaders and agents and investors on these calls that you could get little nuggets from, maybe even big nuggets from. So please share this with your friends. Come on next Monday. We're going to have some more stuff for you. Brooke, anything else?
Just time block it. Put it in your calendar. Time block every Monday too, and then 2:30 to 3 time block. Just putting this in command to set it and forget it, so that the post
2 to 2:30.
2 to 2:30, and then 2:30 to 3 time block to just put it in command and get it out in the wind, so you don't have to think about it.
Yes, yes. All right, awesome, guys. We're out of here before it's even 2:30. It's a quick call. It's high energy and it's a lot of stuff. So we'll see you next week. Sign up for family reunion. Even if you can't go live, get that digital ticket. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. We'll see you.